like a Hellcat.
Hello and welcome back to the channel where it's time for episode 9 of my International Superstar Soccer Pro Evolution 2 Master League quest to assemble my ultimate team. Now in the last video you'll have seen that I won the Master League, so we're at the start of the new season in this one. I've got 69 points to spend and I decided it's time to get a substitute goalkeeper. That goalkeeper, I should say, is Georgie Campos of Mexico. He's actually the best rated goalkeeper on the game, but in comparison to Chilavert, he is a whole lot shorter, so in my eyes, he's probably not quite as good. So Campos joins the squad, Kelson is booted out, and we move on to our first game of the season. So we squared off against Barcelona in the first game of the season. They kicked off, but it was us that had the first opportunity. Figo, against his former club, broke down the right. He crossed it in. My header just went over, glancing the top of the net. It was us that then put the pressure on again. Figo's through ball. Batistuta hit it first time, but his shot was too hard. It went over again. Another opportunity, 1-2. I came into the area, but my effort was saved very well by the goalkeeper. Once again, we had another opportunity. Rivaldo breaking in. His shot went wide across the goal. Figo again then broke down the right. Another cross by him and then an overhead scissor kick by myself, but it wasn't powerful enough to beat the goalkeeper. Really disappointing. The goalkeeper took it. Davids won a header, which was incredible. Rivaldo then knocked over the player in the process. He threaded it to me. I ran in and slotted the ball into the bottom corner to give us a 1-0 advantage. It was quite a while before Barcelona had an opportunity. They took a free kick. Their header was very poor, resulting in a goal kick. We then put on more pressure. Batistuta threaded in Figo. He ran in. His shot went across the face of the goal, out for a goal kick. Barcelona did have one more opportunity, but Chilavert saved it right before the end of the first half. And we went into the break with a 1-0 advantage.
Oh, and that whistle signals the end of the first half.
So we kicked off the second half, hoping to build on the 1-0 advantage that we'd got in the first half. And it was us that had the first opportunity. David's shot took a deflection and it went wide. 1-2 followed myself and Figo, but my effort again went wide of the far post before they decided to get dirty. Puyol bringing me down from behind, getting booked and injuring me in the process, which meant I had to be substituted. And Bagiri came on for me, and we really kind of lost any impetus we had. Bagiri took the free kick, wasn't powerful enough to beat the goalkeeper. We had a corner. Moments later, that was cleared. It fell to Thuram. Thuram had an effort from distance, but it was straight at the goalkeeper, and I really struggled to try and break them down. Efforts here from Bagiri, not particularly impressive. Bagiri then had another effort after a 1-2 with Batistuta. Didn't even hit the target. Very disappointing. Batistuta had an effort himself. It smacked the post, went across the goal, and it didn't go in. And at the end of the game, the score was a very frustrating and pretty dismal 1-0 victory.
There is the final whistle. London score an impressive win.
One thing I haven't shown on the video is that I actually signed Jaap Stam as well, basically because he is one of the tallest, biggest defenders on the game. Very good defensively, good in the air, so he's an ideal defender to have. He's not a great player like Hierro, but in terms of defensive stability, he's absolutely one of the very best on the game. So we moved into our second game of the video. I was injured, which meant I changed the formation to a 5-3-2 formation. I played Giggs up front with Batistuta and a midfield three of Hadji, Figo and Davids, with Mahajlovic, Tudor and Hierro as the centre-backs.
Here we go, it's kickoff time.
I'm not going to lie, we were shocking in this first half, and so were Chelsea. It wasn't until the 25th minute when they stuck a cross into the box when there was any kind of opportunity. Thankfully, I improved a fraction, and Roberto Carlos played a 1-2 with Figo out wide. He ran onto it, hit one of his missiles, but unfortunately, it went wide. Thankfully for me, Hadji had a red arrow up, and he is very, very dangerous when he does. He broke down the right, cut inside, pulled it back to Giggs, who unleashed a brilliant turning, scooping pivot shot to stick it in the top corner and give us a 1-0 advantage. Chelsea, well, they tried, I guess, their best. Graham Lissow stuck a cross in near the end of the first half, but they couldn't beat my defenders in the air, and we went into the half-time interval with a 1-0 advantage.
Oh, and that whistle signals the end of the first half.
Now, the good thing about the second half was that I managed to get my act together. Unfortunately, Chelsea didn't, and they were really, really poor. It was us that had the first opportunity. Roberto Carlos smacking one, and it was very well saved. We couldn't do anything with the follow-up. Chelsea only had one effort. That shot there by Poyet was their only opportunity in the second half. We managed to cause much more problems this half. Roberto Carlos running in. His pullback wasn't met. They managed to get it clear. But thankfully, we kept on the pressure. Hadji turning on the halfway line, unleashing an amazing burst of pace. He cut inside, took it past another player, and then thundered a left-foot missile into the top corner. An absolute stunning strike. We kept up the pressure. Hadji bursting in from the right again. He had an amazing game. He pulled it back. Giggs was there. He made it 3-0. Absolutely killing the game off. Hadji really did save my bacon in this game. And the game ended with a very, very lucky, in my opinion, 3-0 victory. So Giggs bagged a couple playing up front. Hadji scored one and made one. Thuram made the other, giving us a nice 3-0 win. More points to spend. The big question is, who do I sign as my second side half midfielder? I've been looking at it since the last video and thinking there really isn't any good left-footed side half midfielders on the game. I think, in all fairness, I'm probably just going to end up signing another right-footed one. There's a few decent right-footed side half midfielders on the game, but there really are absolutely no left-footed side half midfielders on this game. That is it for today. Let me know your thoughts down below. As always, I'll be back with another video next week. Goodbye for now.